This hearing started like any normal docket call, but within minutes, weapon charges, drunk driving arrests, and fake ID allegations filled the courtroom. Then the judge found one case so weak, it fell apart on the spot.
Is it Bear?
Bear, yes, sir.
Miss Bear, you're charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am. Stop. Just don't say anything, please. We're going to do probable cause. I want to know what happened, and then we'll go from there. All right, you ready?
Yes, just 1 moment, sorry, it's still good. All right, good, Judge. On April 7th, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, a law enforcement officer conducted a traffic stop for illegal intent. I will preface to you, Judge, there are no further facts to the traffic intent. Upon contact with the defendant, the law enforcement officer noticed the strong odor of marijuana from the vehicle. When the law enforcement officer asked for insurance, the defendant opened the glove compartment and law enforcement saw a bottle of promethazine in plain view. The officer then conducted a probable cause search that revealed a handgun in between the center console and the passenger seat where the defendant was sitting. The defendant stated that the gun was hers, and that's all I have.
Were you here? I guess you didn't. We were here Friday. Same thing on Friday. We've got tent and nothing else.
I was here Thursday with the illegal tent, but they don't actually, there was nothing reported that they did where they don't grading up when they do traffic stop.
Miss Bear, I'm going to find that there's no probable cause to go forward with your case. You have an open felony case. It's very possible that if you continue to pick up cases, they revoke that bond, put you in jail, and make your bond sky high. Do you understand? While you're on bond, you're supposed to live as if you have a halo above your head. And when you don't, there are serious consequences. Get a clue. Do you understand? All right, please take a seat. You are a Richard Lozano.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Lozano, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Thank you, Judge. On April 7th, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, the law enforcement officer paced a vehicle going 50 miles an hour in a 35-mile-an-hour zone and initiated a traffic stop. The defendant passed several safe locations below before finally doing so. The law enforcement officer made contact with the defendant and noticed red, watery, bloodshot eyes, slurred speech, and the odor of an alcoholic beverage. As standard sobriety tests were conducted, the officer observed 6 out of 6 clues in the HGN, 4 to 8 on the walking turn, and 3 out of 4 on the one-leg stand. The law enforcement officer also observed poor balance and the odor of an alcoholic beverage from the defense person once out of the vehicle. The defendant refused to consent to a specimen, and a blood warrant was obtained and executed.
Okay, any private of guys?
No, Your Honor, and his driver's license is eligible.
Okay, Mr. Lozano, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're using, it's not going to go well for you. Do you understand? Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer?
Yes, sir. I have an attorney.
Oh, you have a lawyer now?
Yes, sir.
Nobody's attached, Judge.
Trey, you got anything? Are you, who did you hire?
Mr. Santana, Israel.
Israel?
Yes.
Okay, do you know if he's going to be here today?
Not off the top of my head. He's supposed to be here, Your Honor.
Okay, so let's do this. Oh, we don't have breach on here. Oh,
Judge, I sent an email requesting one.
okay. So what we're going to do is I'm going to have you sign a reset with Victoria. We're going to have you take a seat while we get pretrial services here. If you do have a lawyer that comes on and signs on your case, I will waive your appearance so you don't have to waste your time coming to court, but you must stay in touch with the lawyer. If the lawyer tells you they can't get a hold of you because you're playing games, you've gone AWOL, if you pick up a new case, if you become a danger to my city, it will not go well for you. No more PR bonds. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's have you sign. We'll have you take a seat and we'll be back with you momentarily. What page was it?
Price is on page 15.
All right, good morning, Mr. Price.
Morning.
Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. First offense, it's elevated to a Class A misdemeanor because of the high blow. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Thank you, Judge. On April 7, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, an officer was dispatched to a crash and observed a motor vehicle with damage that had struck a barricade. The officer observed the defendant to be the driver and sole occupant of the vehicle. The defendant was identified by his Louisiana driver's license, and the officer observed the odor of an alcoholic beverage, watery bloodshot eyes, slurred speech, and a disoriented demeanor from the defendant. The officer also observed swaying, staggering, and stumbling. The defendant admitted to consuming alcohol prior to driving and being the operator of the vehicle. SFSTs were conducted where the officer observed 6 out of 6 clues on the HGN, 7 out of 8 on the walk and turn, 3 out of 4 on the one-leg stand. The defendant consented to a breath test and blew 0.173 and 0.165.
Okay, do you mind running an NCIC so we know his criminal history, see if he has any priors, and then whether the license is valid, please? Mr. Price, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you now, as a condition of your bond, not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're using, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
This is a Louisiana driver's license, Your Honor. I'm not seeing on here where they state that it is valid or invalid. But there's nothing to suggest that it is invalid. As far as criminal history, don't believe he has a criminal history.
Okay. You are not allowed to drive unless you have a valid license and liability insurance in your name as well. And that is also a condition of your bond. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
If you do not have either, then you're not allowed to drive. And I'm going to take serious if, matters if you do. Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer?
Yes, I have an attorney.
You have an attorney now? What's going on? Oh, okay, so let's do this. We will wait for your lawyer to get here so that we can have him sign on and then get a date. For now, I'm gonna have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. We'll have you go to the fruit shop for your bond conditions and then just take a seat. Don't leave until your lawyer gets here, okay?
Yes, sir.
Please.
Officer Gallo, Judge, here on Friday. He sent him down to get a UA. Everything is clean, Judge. Came back clean.
Counsel for recess?
Is he here?
He is here. Yeah, but call him up. He is Spanish speaking, by the way, Judge.
Yeah, bring him up, please. Does he have a scram right now? Does he have a scram? Okay, I'm putting him on scram.
I was gonna visit with you as well, just because we spoke about a resolution on the case.
You want to,
Jail?
We may be able to meet
are you going to release today? Or not today?
Saturday.
I'm not doing, not if you're saying time served,
That's what the city, but of course we want.
it's a second and he's got bond violations, It's like he's going to wrap his car around a tree. That's what I don't
Our
want.
only concern, Your Honor, is that we have had situations happen already where people who are on supervision
I understand. I get it, but I'm not going to,
and getting picked up, Judge.
I can't show favoritism. And
No, I
me doing that when I don't do it for, it's,
Can our client potentially lead?
no, there's nothing no. I mean, I'm okay with probation, but I'm not, sorry, Mario. Si tú tomas de nuevo, te voy a poner en la cárcel y no me importa qué excusa que tú tienes. Te voy a poner algo en tu tobillo ahora para ver si tomas de nuevo. ¿Me entiendes, Méndez? La próxima vez tú te quedes conmigo. No me importa qué excusa tienes. Toma asiento. Thanks. Yeah, anything, I don't care, but that, I've got issues. Okay. All right, thanks. Hi, Casey, ready? Hey, you want to hear PC or have you heard it already?
No, I have not. I'm filling in for Brad today, but
Eric?
I did, sure.
Okay.
Why not?
The name is Price.
Yes.
Do you mind reading it out? I didn't realize he had a lawyer, so I found PC.
It's okay. He just hired over the weekend, so we're working on filing all of the documents and stuff, but
I did just no drugs, no alcohol, random UAs, that's it. The
Okay.
standard conditions.
perfect.
Okay, Ready?
Might as well.
Yes, sir. On April 7th, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, an officer was dispatched to a crash, and observed a motor vehicle with damage that had struck the barricade. The officer observed the defendant to be the driver and saw occupant of the vehicle. The defendant was identified by his Louisiana driver's license. The officer observed the odor of an alcoholic beverage, watery, bloodshot eyes, slurred speech, and disoriented demeanor from the defendant. The officer observed swaying, staggering, and stumbling from the defendant. And the defendant admitted to consuming alcohol prior to driving and being the operator of the vehicle. Standardized field sobriety tests were conducted, where the officer witnessed 6 out of 6 clues on the HGN, 7 out of 8 on the walk and tear, 3 out of 4 on the one leg stand. The defendant considers the breath test to be 0.173 and 0.165.
Nothing on PC, still.
So just, I mean, he's ready to go with you after he meets with the bridge on, whatever.
Perfect. And I do have one more on your docket today. Dennis is the last name, Allison. Just still waiting on a PTI appeal answer. So
Let me see.
need to wait for an answer. I did start getting some emails back from Ashley guys last week, but not on this one.
How long have we been waiting on it?
I submitted it March 7th.
Do you have anywhere else to go?
I have an off docket in 8, but after that I'm done today. Light Monday.
Email it. I don't mind.
Casey, Kacie.
I got it.
Okay,
Texas now.
Yeah.
You're gonna need to get stuff anyways, so I'll email now. I'll include Blaze, and then let's set you off a week. Hopefully, everything will be done by then, and then we'll get you. If you get the contract between now and then you need more time, just let us know. We'll be.
Okay, she hasn't done a TRAS or anything yet because we're still just
Okay,
waiting.
so
for the
let's set it a
answer.
week. Her parents mandatory for next week,
Okay,
then hopefully it's either way.
right. We can
Yeah.
get somewhere going. Okay, thank you, Judge.
Right, thanks.
Judge, I do need to let you know something before we begin. This client had, I can't remember what kind, he was a victim of a violent crime. And he understands what's going on, but you might need to slow down a little bit right now. Thank you.
Okay, what is his last name?
Hernandez, and it's Anthony, Your Honor. He has 2 cases.
Hey, Mr. Hernandez.
Buenos días, señor Hernandez.
Buenos días, señor.
Good morning,
Was
sir.
charged with 2 very serious cases. You were charged with driving while intoxicated. You were also charged with tampering with a government record. You just had a tampering dismissed 2 weeks ago, and now you have another one.
Tiene otra.
We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you. On the tampering case, you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. On your DWI, you are facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine.
On March 16th, 2025, an officer observed a vehicle and ran the tag that observed and which was found to have no return. A traffic stop was initiated. The officer observed the defendant with slow roll and missed multiple opportunities to safely pull over. The officer made contact with the defendant and observed the odor of alcoholic beverage from the vehicle. The officer also observed 2 40-ounce glasses of Modelo, both open and a quarter percent.
Drinking while driving?
Los que estamos manejando.
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
At this point, the court shifted from routine hearings to public safety concerns. Alcohol, driving, false documents, and repeated arrests became the focus. The judge made it clear bond is a privilege, not a free pass.
The officer
El
requested
oficial
the defendant
pidió
exit
que
the
el
vehicle and
demandado
the
saliera
defendant was
del vehículo
detained.
y fuera
The
detenido.
defendant declined to answer any questions and standardized field sobriety tests were conducted. The officer observed 6 out of 6 on the HGN, 5 out of 8 on the walk and turn, and 2 out of 4 on the one leg stand.
Para el
The
señor bien,
defendant consented to a
el
breath
demandado
test,
de
and the
ofrecimiento
results
de
which
aliento,
were
resultados serán
0.135 and
135,
0.133.
133.
While at JPC, the defendant admitted that the identification card provided was fictitious The officer
Acción
reviewed the
cualquier cosa,
identification card
vieron
and
la ruta de identificación y
the identification card
la tarjeta de
had a
identificación que
fictitious
tenía
date of birth.
una fecha
And his first name was listed as his middle name.
fecha
The
de
card had
nacimiento
no
y
fault.
su nombre
It was also very flimsy and the lettering was not consistent with normal federal identification.
Mr. Hernandez, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. I would hope that you recognize it's damn elementary that you're not to have alcohol in the car while you are driving. You will be signing an affidavit with me today promising me you're not going to drive. I don't give a rat's behind what your excuse is. If I find that you drive, I will have a contempt of court hearing. You could be facing an additional 6 months in jail and a $500 fine every time you drive. You are not allowed to drive.
manejar.
Do you understand?
¿Entiende? Yes, sir.
Is he here on an asylum claim? Does he have status here?
Judge, I'm not sure if asylum is the right word, but he does have an avenue through immigration based on him being the victim of the violent crime.
Not in this country with permission, and you go to jail. What happens?
¿Qué pasa?
Como dice la pregunta,
What was the question?
por favor.
Please.
¿Qué pasa si tú andas a la cárcel y inmigración te encuentra? ¿Qué pasa?
Va a ser deportada.
That would be correct.
That's what you need to think about when you're out there in the free. You're ordered now not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. And I'm going to put a monitor on you so I know that you're not consuming. This is the promise that you're going to be signing with me, Mr. Hernandez. And I want you to understand, I will do everything in my power to protect my public at all costs. Do you understand me?
¿Lo entiende?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
Sure.
¿Seguro?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
If you were here because you were a victim, or if you were a victim of a violent crime, you have no clue what happens in our jails on a daily basis.
Diariamente.
There are some parts of the jails that are so bad, officers won't even go. Keep that in mind when you're out there, because if I find that you break any of these bond conditions, I will put you in jail. And if you're unlucky enough, you will get a detainer and you will sit there and you will be stuck like Chuck until these cases are over with. And then you get shipped off to immigration. You get no more warnings from us. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance, but you're ordered not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. I'm going to randomly test you. For now, I will have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. After that, you'll get with breach off of your bond conditions. After that, you'll be free to go. Be very careful. No more warnings, Mr. Hernandez. Okay, thanks. For the time being, I'm going to put a scram on him, so I know that he's not using. I'll pay for it so that it doesn't come out of his pocket.
Thank you, Elder.
I did. Yeah, there's one up there. Okay, and then if a while passes and there are no issues, come back and talk to me, but I want to make sure that he's not using.
Thank you, Judge.
Yes, ma'am.
Great, doing great,
What's
Judge.
new?
Just giving you some information about Gregory Hines. There's a criminal trespass and a terroristic threat. Same transaction, a dispute at a parking lot, essentially across the street from Minute. Kind of old case. You allow my client to waive appearances up until today because he lives in Louisiana. He's here today. Believe the state and I have an agreement. They're going to offer him a PTI just to complete a course. Once he completes the course, then they'll dismiss the case.
Okay, great.
Just wanted to let you know.
It's just one course?
Yes, but the hours are going to be, it's going to be more than the typical hours. So we can just kind of an agreement. He works a lot, and we didn't want him doing a whole lot of community service because he just works a whole lot. Even today, it's kind of a hardship for him just being here because he has to work.
Okay, so tell me what's the agreement?
So instead of doing the 2 hour class or a 4 hour class,
I mean, that he can do that at any time. I mean, we'll set it off a week.
That's fine.
If he doesn't have it done in a week, he's gotta be back. Let him know.
it's to me that way.
Right. I mean, they can be done Saturday, Sunday after work. So, I mean, there's just,
He'll be good with
yeah.
it.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Got
Thank you,
it.
Steve.
Okay, thanks. Hi, who are you here on?
I'm here on an off-topic matter for Javier Marin. It's case number 2533581.
That's an element. Okay. Okay, where we at?
So the client is, for professional development, his team that he works with is going to the United Kingdom on April 26th through Friday, May 2nd. And so I'd first like to ask, would the court grant permission to allow him to drive to the UK? And second, how
Drive to the UK?
Yeah, I was like, travel to the UK, but also how we could handle his random UA situation.
That's gonna be a problem. What are we doing with the case in the first, because it's old?
As far as the case, I'm standing in for the attorney of record.
Okay, so when is he traveling?
It would be April 26th, or yeah, April 26th through May 2nd.
Okay, do me a favor, have Mr. Ison come in so we can talk about, I mean, I'm okay with him traveling, but I don't want him using, and if he's got a device, he's gonna have to,
Mr. Ison is on vacation this week. He's going to the Gulf of America with his,
so when does the client leave?
April 26th.
Okay, so that's the following Saturday, right? So if you can have Mr. Ison come in next week.
Okay.
I would say preferably probably beginning of the week, so we can talk about where the case is going. I mean, the case is over 6 months old, and it looks like it was a 2B from who knows back when, so. Okay,
Take it up.
thanks. Yes, sir. Mr. Beadle, top of the morning to you.
How are you?
What's new, man? Happy Monday?
Happy Monday. So I had a guy charged with a felony that was arraigned this morning, but he's on your docket later in the week, and I was hoping just to get it done so we can.
Of course, let's do it.
Okay,
Do you have the cause number?
I do, 255-9578. He's already got conditions from Judge Simons. Where'd he go?
Judge Simons.
Yeah,
Okay.
Judge D. Simons. And so it's my understanding there's no alcohol. He's got a device also already, I think, or at least we can double check.
All right, sir. You are Mr. Kubler.
Kubler, yes, sir.
Kubler. Mr. Kubler, you're charged with driving while intoxicated, second offense. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. I see. So he's also charged with abandonment. Is it out of the same transaction?
Yeah, we had a long discussion with him this morning.
I don't know anything about it. Let's find out what's going on, please.
On April 11th, 2025, an officer was dispatched to an unknown accident, excuse me. And noticed a vehicle, a pickup truck, illegally parked in the front yard of the residence. There were fresh tires, skid marks, a broken wheel, and axle visibly appeared to be damaged from the Ram truck to a legally parked red Jeep Compass. The law enforcement officer made contact with the complainant, and then, sorry guys, it said the damage to the Jeep was brought on $5,000. The defendant admitted to driving the truck. Was later identified. The officer also made contact with the wheel witness, who said that he witnessed the defendant in the white truck in the driver's seat behind the wheel and observed an exit vehicle from the driver's side door. Upon exiting the vehicle, the witness observed he was not stumbling. And then the witness observed slurred speech and strong odor of alcohol beverage emitting from the defendant's breath and person. The defendant also admitted that he was trying to flee the scene and go home, but his vehicle was stolen. The officer made contact with the defendant, who was detained, and noticed a strong odor of alcoholic beverage. And the officer then conducted a standardized field sobriety test where he witnessed, sorry. Sorry, Your Honor, the DIMS leaves off and does not show the standardized field sobriety test results. The officer asked the defendant his intoxication level. The defendant said he was at a 6 out of 10. The defendant said he does not believe it was safe to operate his motor vehicle at this level of intoxication. But had an 11-year-old passenger.
He did not.
Or, I'm sorry, he did not. He did not. I apologize. Just a moment to see if I can.
Judge, I'm going to tell you that's kind of where the DWI investigation stops. The first response that I have is that no field sobriety tests were performed. It also, the credibility of the wheel witness was never discussed in the DIMS, whether the officer found them credible or reliable, etc. So I really can't make a lot of sense out of.
It's like the DIMS you're reading these like going through a drive-through, man. I mean, really, who's writing the reports?
Yes, Your Honor.
Over and over and over. I mean, really.
Trying to see if I can find anything else.
Case after case, we're just.
See how much more say, just
So Judge, things don't say it, don't say our, is the results of those van revealed sobriety tests, and we do not have an officer.
How on earth am I supposed to find probable cause when Mickey Mouse is writing these reports?
I don't say, I don't know why it's not in the DIMS. Obviously, we didn't write it in here. We represent what is written in there, and so I understand your frustration. I'm highly frustrated.
Mr. Kubler, I'm gonna find no probable cause in your case. Don't kill anyone. You know, every single day on the news, how many people die in our county because of a DWI? How many? Every single day. We lead the nation in alcohol-related collisions and fatalities because of boneheaded moves that are made day in, day out. Now, this is not to say that they may not indict this case at a later time, but be whatever, just don't kill someone, please. Take a seat, please, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Thanks.
Is this case up?
Yeah, give me 1 second. Hold on.
Sorry.
You ready? 255-9578.
9578?
Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry, Ms. Fosberg. Tell me, how are you?
Very well. I'm here for Francisco Hernandez.
In jail or on bond?
He's on bond.
Oh, he's got a bond violation.
Yes,
Do
Judge.
you mind having him approach, please?
And Judge, there is a representative from the bonding company here in court.
Hey. I'll let it stand. You have to.
failed to go test when you were ordered to test. I'm sending you now for a drug and alcohol test and you're to come back. If you ever miss again, it's not going to go well for you. Do you understand? Okay, I'm sending him now for a test. He has to come back. All right. Take a seat, please, sir. Good morning, Mr. Bullock. Mr. Bullock, you're charged with 2 cases. Your hands down, please. You're charged with burglary of a motor vehicle. You're also charged with failure to identify oneself.
In the final moments, one report was criticized so badly the case could not move forward. Other defendants left with strict warnings and bond conditions. A reminder that in court, evidence matters more than accusations.